Hey guys, how's it going? Anthony Muthraja here, back with a new video lesson for you all. Today I want to talk about walking bass lines, or the basics of walking bass lines. Now, what is a walking bass line? It is basically playing every quarter note in context to swing, a style which is common in jazz. Alright, so as far as walking bass lines go, the goal is to lay down the time and lay down the harmony to your best ability to whatever is happening in the moment, and to have a really solid sound while doing so. Alright, so today I have two systems for you which will help you develop walking bass lines, and it's a good place to get you started. Alright, so the only prerequisites for this is that you know your chord tones, you know your arpeggios and your scales. Very simple, it's not rocket science, but you need to know these three things before you get started. Alright, so we're going to take a blues in F. So blues in F is basically F for the first bar, F 2 3 4, B flat 2 3 4, F 2 3 4, F 2 3 4, B flat 2 3 4, B flat 2 3 4, F 2 3 4, D7 2 3 4, G minor 2 3 4, C7 2 3 4, turn around 1 6 2 5 1. Alright, so now the first system we're going to use is what I call the root third and chromatic to the next root, chromatic approach. So what's the root and third of F? F and A. Now the next root is a B flat, so we're going to do a chromatic approach to B flat from the C, and then B flat is the root now, so B flat, the third is D, and chromatic to the F. You can do the approach from below or above. Right? And then you have F for 2 bars. So now this is where you have to try to make a decision. Do I stay on the F for 2 bars, or do I create the C minor to the F7? Now that's a very common motion in jazz. When there's a static dominant, people always go to the relative 2 minor, back to the dominant. But for now, we're just going to try to stick to that dominant, okay? So right, that's just an F dominant arpeggio. So we are on this root now, the F again, and then I can do the third chromatic approach to the root. Alright, so now similarly on that B flat, which is for 2 bars, I can do so I'm doing the dominant 7 arpeggio again, root third chromatic, root third chromatic to the next root, third chromatic to the next root, third chromatic to the next root, same, then chromatics here. So here what I'm doing is the turnaround. I'm taking the closest chromatic note to the next note. So F, D, I can do E flat or C sharp. And then here I can do A flat or G, F sharp. And here I can do C sharp again, or B, E, F, or F sharp, E. Right? So that's the first system. So without the talking. 1 2 3 4. Okay, now I want you to practice this all over the neck, right? Climb up the neck, go down the neck, however you can. This is an exercise. This is not how you play on a gig. So be sure to know the difference. You always have to separate practicing and playing. All right, so that is the first system. Now the next system is what I call targeting a chord tone. Now it doesn't have to be the root. Okay, so we're going to start with a similar thing of the root, third, and chromatic, but we're not going to do a chromatic to the next root. We're going to try to target different chord tones. All right, so I'm going to go at random, but I would suggest doing the thirds first, then doing the fifth, then the flat seventh. Okay, so now if I were to take, let's say I want to target the third. All right, so I'll start from the root, obviously, and then the third of B flat. Right? Fifth of C. Flat 7. Okay, now I don't know what I just did, but I was just using my ear, trying to follow and trying to hit non-root chord tones. So let me try that again. I'm going to start from the root. Right? So now I just started to open up, and you will understand what I mean by eventually you get into a point where you're just trying to play melodies, right? So really let your ears guide you, sing out every idea if you can, and I would suggest taking it really slow, you know, find these sweet spots, find these nice notes, find these nice melodies, and then put it to context in time. All right, so to be very honest, that is all you would need for now to really develop a good sense of walking bass lines. All right, so eventually what you want to do after this, create melodies. Forget about the root, third, or whatever it is, and just walk. It's literally like going for a walk, you know, you don't think about it anymore. You just go for a walk, wherever it is you have to go, you know your destination. Pretty much the same principle applies here. I hate to sound philosophical, but it is pretty true. All right, so I hope this helped. I've got a number of requests for this lesson, so yeah, this goes out to all you guys who requested this. So if you do have any other lesson requests, please leave a comment below or email me or whatever it is. Just get in touch with me. I won't bite. All right, so do subscribe to my channel for more lessons, and I'll see you guys in the shed. Peace.